Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna. If you're new here, I do makeup reviews, skincare, anything beauty related, I got you covered. Today's video is going to be an answer to a request. One of you had reached out to me and you mentioned that you're getting married, so congratulations. You're going to have a bridal trial soon, and you have, I believe, seborrheic dermatitis, you have textured skin, you have the scaly skin, and you wanted to know, like, what do you do to cover it up? How do you prepare for it? So this video is going to be a rather detailed video in regards to that. Now, at the moment, my skin it's not scaly because I've done things to kind of treat it to get it to not like have a flare up basically. So if you're in that stage right now where you're scaly, it's just like there's texture, I get it, I hear you. There were times where I was like freelancing and I had like all this like scaly, dry stuff on my face, and I would be like all up in people's faces doing their makeup, and all I could think to myself was, they're probably staring at my nose, they're probably staring at my skin, it looks disgusting or whatever. Like I was hard on myself. So I'm going to talk about the skincare stuff you can use, and then I'm going to tell you how to apply makeup on it, because there's a certain way to apply makeup that won't emphasize it as much. Is it going to look completely perfectly smooth right away? It's not. I highly recommend that you start like with skincare first. Now, if you're going for your trial like tomorrow, don't do any crazy exfoliating. But if you've got about a week or so, you can try some of these products out. The first thing that I'm going to say is definitely be washing your face twice a day. That's important. That's key. I use an oil-based cleanser, but if you're starting out, I would highly, highly, highly recommend the Ordinary's, the Squalane cleanser. It's like a balm. It's oil-based too. If you get it, you pour it onto your hand, dry, and then you kind of rub it in your face, like massage it into your face, massage it into those areas that are a little bit scaly. And then you get water and you kind of, throw it on your face, and it becomes like a milky texture, and, just wash your face. What you're going to do next is you're going to get a towel and you are going to pat dry, like just like this. You're just going to pat it dry. Be gentle with the areas that you have a flare up. Be gentle with those areas that are scaly, that are red and raw, because I know it's tempting to get like a towel and just go to town and scrub it off, because it takes it off, but then you're left with redness, you're left with irritation. The next thing I'm going to tell you to do, depending on if your skin is raw or if it's just flaky, I would highly, highly recommend, again, and again, this is not a sponsored video at all. This is the products that I did my research on, and this is what worked for me. And to be honest, most of them are from The Ordinary. So the next product that I would recommend to start incorporating into your skincare is the AHA and BHA, the peeling solution. You're going to do this twice a week, up to 10 minutes. If you cannot handle 10 minutes, that's totally fine. If you could do 3 minutes one day, and then the next day you can do 5 minutes, whatever you can handle. Just put this on. You're going to get a thin layer, and you're going to apply it everywhere except around the eye area. So on your forehead, on your nose, on your chin. And this is great for if you have closed comedones, which are like the whiteheads that haven't really like emerged, like you can't pop them. They're like those little bumps. Amazing for that. So you're going to do it 2 times a week. Don't do them back to back. If you do it on Monday and then you do it again Thursday or Friday, like that's enough time to kind of go in between. So you do that. When you, on the nights that you do use this though, you're going to want to use like an oil or a heavy moisturizer. I'll get into moisturizer in a second. Keep your skin regimen like light until your skin becomes used to this. It builds a tolerance. It's not terrible. Like it doesn't burn that much or anything, but if you're not used to it, you're going to have a tingling sensation. That's completely normal. Now, if you put it on and you feel like your face is on fire, don't use it. But I do recommend it, but you got to see how it works for you. On days you don't do that, what I do recommend is continue washing your face. Just like I said, the Squalane cleanser is great. Something moisturizing. You don't want to use a cleanser that's going to strip your skin and dry it out more. The way to know if it's doing that is if you're washing your face, whatever you're using already, if your skin feels really tight after you washed your face and it's like starting to dry, it's that cleanser is too strong and it's stripping like your moisture. So I highly recommend that cleanser. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna get the Glycolic acid toning solution. This stuff is amazing. It's a gentle exfoliator. Get a cotton pad, saturate the cotton pad, and kind of like just rub it in certain areas, and wherever you feel like you have those flakes or whatever, like just take your time with it. Be a little extra like generous in that area. Let that dry down. When you're done with that, just let it dry down. It can be like your skin can feel tacky or a little bit damp. You're gonna move on to the next product. The next thing I'm gonna recommend is the lactic acid. This is another gentle exfoliator. You can use this after this. You get it, you squeeze it out into your hands. This is watery, like the texture is very liquidy, as you can see. You're gonna cup your hand, you're gonna put it in, and you're gonna go like this, and you're just gonna press on the areas. Again, everywhere except the eye area. You don't have to put it on your lips though. After that, let that kind of like, let your skin absorb that. You are going to, what I recommend that I use every day, where is it? Oh, here it is. I just had it. I like the 100% plant derived Squalane. This stuff is amazing. It's an oil. You only need a little bit. You know, just don't put too much where your skin's going to be super, super greasy. Look, just a little bit. Like do like a dot, put it on, and kind of like spread it out and see how that feels. So you're going to do that all over your face. Let that set in. Now, here's where moisturizer is going to kind of matter if you have scaly skin. You need a moisturizer that's very emollient, okay? Because if you use a lightweight moisturizer, you've put it on before. It's nothing new. You put it on your face where you don't have those areas like that are scaly, and it looks great. But then as soon as you hit that area where it's scaly, it like emphasizes it more. You need extra moisture to lock in that area. Now, if you're more on the oily side, then you can do a regular moisturizer, and then I would highly recommend something thick. I'm going to show you what I like to use. Give me 1 second. So what I like to use, and I use it all over my face because my skin is dry. I have seborrheic dermatitis and I have keratosis pilaris. So I need extra moisture. My go-to, my favorite right now is the Jones Road Miracle Cream. This stuff is super dense. It's super thick. And I'm going to show you how thick it is. I put it on before right now, but I'll reapply it for you. So it comes very thick. You have to like warm it up in between your hands. So there's like shea butter in here. So you have to warm it up on the back of your hand or in between the palms of your hand. I'm showing the back of my hand so you can see. So you want to warm that up. Now, when you're applying it in certain areas, like for me, my dry spots were always around my nose. That's kind of where my skin was just like peeling and scaly. So what you do is you get it and you're going to want to like really press, almost like a pressing and rolling motion in those areas. Just like that. It's gonna look kind of heavy on you. It's gonna look very like shiny, but you gotta put moisture on that area because you're treating it now with everything that I've mentioned. You're treating it now. You want to lock in moisture and you want your skin to like repair itself. So same thing. You just press and roll. You can't go like this because the second you start doing that, like yes, you're applying moisture, but you're rubbing it off. Like you're mimicking that exfoliating gesture or like that's exfoliating sensation. You really want to press it in on those areas, right? Wherever you're not like flaky, you can get this moisturizer again, and it's a little bit goes a long way. You can get like, let's say you're not flaky here, then here, you know, you kind of just like you rub it in. So this one does retail for, I want to say it's $38 or $36, affordable option compared to this. If you know you're not ready to get this one, is the Weleda Skin Food. I got this off of Amazon. I think I paid like 12 bucks. This is another one that is thick. Let me show you. So this one is more of like a creamy kind of, like it comes out more creamy because it's in a tube. But when you go to blend it out, you see how it's very thick. So this is another one that you would want to take, and you can like press it again in certain areas. Like, let's see, I have a little bit of the seborrheic dermatitis up here. So I would get it here and I would kind of like just press. You can massage it in. See, because like I said, if you go too much and like if you rub it too much, I don't know if you can see that, but it's gonna start to like lift if I start to really rub it in. So you really want to you want to press it in. You want to take your time with it. But you want moisturizers that are thick like this. The Weleda does have a scent to it. This one is not scented, the Jones Road. So depending on, you know, if you're sensitive to that, kind of pick and choose. These are the ones that I've used. These are the ones that have worked out the best for me. I'm sure there are other ones that are thick. I just haven't come across them. For me, if I find something that works, I'll get it and I'll just keep using it. So these two have been huge lifesavers for me. The next thing that I'm going to recommend is, as far as foundation goes, you're going to want to use a cream foundation, especially in those areas. My favorite one, my go-to one, especially when I was really like flaky, I'm going to tell you right now, was the RMS, the Uncoverup. Now, they have the foundation, which is nice, and then they have the concealer. I got into this one first. So this is a cream consistency. It does have coconut oil. No, I think it has coconut oil in it. It's, again, it is a clean beauty brand. Whether you're into it or not, this worked for me. But if you don't want this one, I recommend try out a, sorry. Do apologize for the background noise. The dog is barking outside at something. So let's continue. I recommend using a cream foundation. This one worked out really good for me. This is the Uncoverup. It is a clean beauty brand, so whether you're into clean beauty or you're not into clean beauty, I just found that this one was emollient. It's that really nice. It played really good with my, like my skin, especially when I had a flare up. So that's what worked for me. Now, I like to use it just with my fingers. I would just get it. This is another product you're going to want to warm up. And when you're applying it, again, you're going to want to like press. See how it's like, it's thick, right? Just press. You warm it up. And with this one, I found that when I would apply it on top of my skin when it was scaly, as long as I used the pressing motion, it didn't aggravate my skin at all. But then again, on certain other areas where, let's say you don't have the seborrheic dermatitis, I have a little bit of redness here. Oh no, just apply it like that. Your fingers are always going to be your best tool. They're warm. They're going to warm up the product on your face. And it's not heavy or anything. Let me take you to in front of a window so that you could see like in natural light how this actually is sitting on the skin. All right, so I'm in front of the window. I have a serious overcast today, but I'm going to just apply a little bit more of the Uncoverup. So I'm going to get in this way. So see how, I mean, if you put it on, yes, it's going to, if you put it on thick, you're going to see a lot of like pores and texture, whatever. But you want to just take your time and really press the product into the skin. Like for example, here I'm pretty textured. Just apply it. Dab motion or pressing motion, stipple motion. You can use a brush if you're comfortable with that. You can do like a soft brush. You can use like a Real Techniques, what is it, the buffing brush or the expert brush. I prefer to use my fingers, especially in the areas where there is texture. So like here, and press. See if I can get in here. Like I said, I have like a little bit of the seborrheic dermatitis here. Just press. And if you press, it conceals it without aggravating the skin. Let's go back. So now, the other nice thing about like this kind of a foundation is because it's creamy, it's going to give you like that luminosity. So it kind of helps to hide the skin like when it's not in good shape or when it's having a flare-up. And I just personally, I really love this formula. Like I highly recommend it. Like if you're on the hunt for a good foundation or concealer that is going to make your skin look like your skin, but better and like luminous slash dewy, this is it. I actually prefer this over the foundation. The foundation isn't bad at all either. But here, I'll show you. So with the foundation, this one's thick. You only need a little bit. And if you're curious, I'm in the shade 33 for both of them. So this, you can just kind of warm up on the back of your hand. I mean, I guess it's technically thinner. It's a little thinner than the concealer, and it's a little bit easier to work with, I guess. But the same thing like here. With this product, you definitely just want to press it into your skin. Like here, I have texture. I have keratosis pilaris, and it's a little bit aggravated recently. But if I just press it, it covers it really nice. So let me finish my face off. I'll be right back. I was going to speed through this, but let me just show you what I'm doing. So I'm getting whatever I put on the back of my hand, very little. And again, on areas where you're not like worried about your skin being scaly, just press, just rub it in. And if you put this on top of a moisturizer, like one of the ones I recommended, I have it over the Jones Road, the Miracle Cream. It just glides right on top of it. It just glides right on top of it. Really nice. And that's it. And again, your skin looks like skin, and especially for your wedding day, like you don't want to go too heavy unless you usually do like a full face of makeup. You know, you always want your makeup to be not too far away from what you usually do, but not overly dramatic. Your wedding is not the day to be trying trends, to be trying new crazy looks or anything like that, or you want to keep it traditional. So those are my tips for, you know, just your skin prep, whether you're getting married or whether you're just like, I don't know what kind of makeup to use, what skincare to use, because I'm currently experiencing like the scaling and everything from seborrheic dermatitis. These would be the things that I would recommend the most to you. These are what I've been using. This is what has been working for me. This is what's really calmed and just helped my skin look its best. The other thing I would say after that is if you put blush on, stick with cream products if you can. They're always more flattering. They're more natural looking. They kind of give you like that really healthy glow. So yeah, if you have any questions or comments or anything, please feel free to leave them down below. I hope that you found this video helpful. I hope that anybody found this video helpful. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. So comment down below, and also follow me over on Instagram because I'm very responsive there, and I'm pretty active on Instagram too. So all right, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.